So, who here is hoarse like we are? Yeah, right? It's funny because even last night at the cocktail party, we were like, oh, you sound so hoarse. I mean, yeah, it's a long weekend. But people, you also sound hoarse because the blood-curdling screams have gone down from like, woo, to whoa. Like, it's kind of like room full of guys. It goes from like Beatlemania to sailors. Right in the middle of the thing.
What's up with the empty chairs in the front?
Spot on. With whom? And
who do they play?
Which one is that? He's either the tall one or the tall one. Probably the tall one.
Oh, right.
You know, Rob and I haven't done a panel together in so long.
It's been a while.
We were talking about this backstage, and I think you're right, Rob. It's a good idea. We're only going to answer questions about the episodes we did together. So if you could just narrow your questions to...
So collectively you have like 10 episodes to choose from.
Yeah, so like it's just you and me. And if you could be specific and really hone in on the scenes Rob and I did together, that would also be great. I think there's so much fun had, Rob, and me on set.
Not the parts of our episodes that we were in.
I'm going to tell you something about Rob. Rob Benedict.
Yeah, please.
The man who played Chuck. So, I've known Rob's work for many years. You know, some people would say the Hello Kitty thing undermines my authority. I disagree. Seeing it on the screen, it works for me.
I love that in the booth they're like, stay with Richard.
Keep it on Dick. I've known Rob for many years, and this is work. We haven't really known each other. Your seats are up there. And I was in a movie theater one time, and I've seen Rob a couple times, and every time I'd see Rob, I'd go, hey, Rob Benedict, I'm Richard Speight, I really enjoy your work. He's like, hey man, thanks. And then the next time I see him, like, Robbie, and he give me the look of like, yeah, I don't know you look. And I'm like, Rich Speight, big fan of your work. Hey, thanks man.
Is that your Rob Benedict?
That's my Rob Benedict.
I like it.
And then I was in a movie theater and there's a bar at the movie theater, and I was with a very special lady friend, and he was with a very special lady friend, and we were at two separate tables, and I went to the bar to get a drink, and he's like, hey, bartender said, aren't you from Supernatural?
The bartender says it.
I said, yes I am. And he looked over and he pointed to Ron, this table, and he said, isn't that dude also from Supernatural? I go, yeah, he is. He says, why aren't you guys talking to each other? I said, he doesn't know me. I know how this goes down. I walk over there and I say, hey Rob, it's Rich. We've done 30 conventions together.
No.
Thanks, man. And he goes, remember we've pretty much traveled Europe and done a bunch of cons?
No. That story.
Anyway, Richard Speight. Hey, nice to meet you, man.
That happened before the convention.
Whatever. Your version, my version, tomato. The point is, you didn't remember me and I remember you.
No, the key point of the story though is that we hadn't gotten to know each other yet. And that guy is like, hey, you gonna say hi to him? And then you're like, no, we didn't, you didn't say hi. And then, so you didn't. That tragic night, you never said hello.
I know, and look what happened.
Well, now
your dress is Toro.
That was the night you met.
And then we have flag light. You know, Rob is the one dude, because we travel a lot for doing the Comic-Con coverage and the stuff we do here. I think you do a pretty damn good imitation of me.
You think?
I do. I know imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. I think that's a lie, because anytime somebody imitates one, you or anybody.
I actually would say the same thing about you. Like, I'm always like, what am I like? Do an imitation of me, and I feel like you nailed the half sentence thing.
Well, the great thing about Rob is, it's always great to have Rob around, because Rob is sort of like, the canary in the coal mine concept. Rob's our canary. So that anytime we go anywhere, you can tell that the whole thing's about to fall apart by how neurotic he's getting at any given moment. Hey guys, it's 1:30 in the morning, should we hit that tequila bar? Guys, I gotta say, I don't know if I think if we should probably, I'm gonna go on the record and say we should probably hold up. If I may, let's table the idea of maybe not going to the tequila bar, maybe there's a plan B. The great thing about Rob is he never finishes the actual sentence. So So when you watch Rob, he'll go, okay, Rich, here's the thing. I'm going to go, let's stop on this one. And let's think about where we think, I gotta say, I'm gonna be the guy. I'm gonna be the guy who says, maybe it's not a
Which is when you're that guy paired with this guy who's like, no, Rob, we're doing it. I'm like, maybe we should go home. It's late. No, we're home. We just went home. Rob, we went home. We came back. Here we are. This morning, he wakes me up and he's like, come on, we're going out to a restaurant to get breakfast. And they're like, we have an hour. Let's just order it. He's like, no. We're not going to rooms. We're going to get out. We gotta get out. We gotta get out. So I'm like, I feel like standing. He's like, no, we're going to go. We're staying in, but we're going. We're going. We just stayed in. And like, before you know it, I'm dressed down the door, walking to a restaurant. Like, you can talk to me about anything. I'm tired. I'm going to go upstairs and go to bed. He goes, no, we just went to bed. Okay, back here we are.
The great thing about it too is, Rob, I will talk you into things, and we'll end up in a cab halfway through New York City, and you're like, I could have sworn I decided to go to sleep. That ship sailed, Rob. That ship sailed. Now we're going out. We should answer some questions, because
that's what this is.
I'm very excited to get down to the nitty-gritty of our episodes.
Would you be so bold as to take questions from these people who've lined up?
Yeah, well, there's one here too.
You like to sort of wander.
I like to walk.
Okay.
And I know how you feel about going. Rob doesn't like people who don't pay for the big money seats. I do. I like to go to the back. Love it. You know what it is? And I think it's great because we need all kinds covered here. You're a 1%er. I'm a 99%er. It's just a different. It's okay, Rob. It's America. It's a two-party system. We need you. Why, thank you.
I didn't ask to be put under this bus.
See, this is what we're doing, the thing that we just imitated ourselves doing. I'm saying, you're that guy. You're like, I don't think I'm that guy, Rich. I don't think
that. No, it's fine. We need two guys.
I really don't think, hey, listen, this time when we do the stage bit, I don't think you should be I don't want to be the 1%. You be the 1% guy, and I'll be the 99% guy. All right, young lady, kick us off. Ask your question.
Yesterday we learned that Richard's stripper name is Puddles Saxon.
Do you know how to make a stripper name, Rob?
Middle name and first street you grew up on?
Yep. No, we did first pet name and street you grew up on. So.
Okay, great.
And.
Yes.
Could we possibly have a demonstration?
You want a demonstration of us coming up with our stripper names? It looks a lot like us standing here talking.
What am I demonstrating? Is this a union thing? So, you want me to demonstrate me as the guy saying my name?
No, she wants you to strip. Now, Rob and I are going to imitate Rob and me imitating ourselves, having the conversation about Rob stripping. So here we go. I'm going to play Richard. So, Robbie, you need to strip.
Rich, I don't feel like it's a good idea.
No, it's a good idea. No, it's a good idea.
Because we're going to be with my clothes half off.
Yeah, they'll be half off, but then they'll be back on when you put it back on. Okay, but how did you get dressed? You had to start naked, you had to work from the ground up. Let's just do that. We'll work in reverse.
People take pictures and it's going to be all over the internet.
Well, you can't take memories. You want it on the internet.
Okay.
So, you don't want that cone, they want you.
You want me to be that cone? You dressed me up and I can't be that cone.
You are that cone. You know what? There's a little bit of that cone in all of us.
You want me to be something I'm not.
You need to embrace your inner Matt Cohen.
I'm not Benedict. You're back sentences.
Alright, what's your stripper name?
Ski Glenwood.
You know what? Ski Glenwood would go to the tequila bar at 1:30 in the morning. Ski Glenwood wouldn't give me such a hard time.
That's true.
Ski Glenwood and Cuddle Saxon would get into some trouble.
Next time you know to talk to somebody, you need to talk to Ski Glenwood. You'd be like, you know what? I don't seem to talk to Robbie Benedict anymore.
Yeah, I'll do one of those creepy, multiple personality things. Robert, I'd like to talk to Ski. I'm here now.
Like, you know what?
Yeah, Rich? What are we doing? Should I address? This is lonely and dressing.
Maybe Ski Glenwood's a little more.
You know what's great about the whole Rob and Rich, please get undressed bit? is that their worst nightmare is that we say yes.
No.
They don't want to see us naked. They have no desire to see us naked.
Not
And yet, you know what? The joke's on them. Rob, it's time you turned the tables on these people. Strip naked! We'll show them, Robbie.
$100 bills over here.
See, they don't think you can do it. Channel your inner Sebastian. Hey, dude, I wore a Peapod costume for 6 hours. F you.
4 years of theater school down the drain.
Are you kidding? You just made too large. All right, let's take another question from this young lady.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Erotic stripper.
Hey, you know what? Could you sanitize the money, please?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Rob, yesterday you said that you would really enjoy working on Felicity. And that's one of my favorite roles of yours.
Rob Benedict on Felicity. Who didn't love it?
Yes, ma'am.
Every friend.
I'm listening.
I was wondering, was Richard in favor of Ben or Noel? And where do you think he is today?
It's a great question. See, that's about my character's name was Richard on the show.
I was going to say, because I don't know what you're talking about.
My character played up was Richard, and Ben and Noel were Scott and Scott on the show, with this sort of, they were both vying for Felicity's love. Richard was more in favor of Noel. Because he was his, I always felt like Noel was my buddy. And even though he didn't want me to be his buddy, you know what I mean? But I loved him almost too much. So I felt like, and ironically in real life, Ben Steedman is like a dear friend of mine, but on the show, no, I wouldn't go anywhere near him. He messes with my mind. So no, I think, yeah, so Scott Foley's character was the one that I consider my buddy. And today, Richard, my character Richard, is probably... He's probably the manager of something, like he's the lead on The Office. You know what I mean? He's the manager of some sort of boring business somewhere in suburbia, and nobody likes him. But he's in charge, and that's what he likes.
Thank you.
He's Steve Carell.
No stripping?
What's that?
He made a career mistake. He could be a stripper. He could have made $2. All right, over here. You.
Hi. My question is for Rob. Rob, you said that Richard